Hey guys, it's me, Melissa Marie, and I'm so excited because I have a great video for you today. So I'm finally back at it again, trying to get some home crafts in. Full disclaimer, I am not a professional. I'm growing and learning and just excited about trying new things. I'm not going to make this intro long at all, but we're going to get right into this. Just wanted to give a disclaimer that there will be some mistakes or errors or everything will not be perfect, but hopefully it will just spark some ideas and you'll see. You don't have to be perfect. You can always give it a try, and as you keep going, you'll get better. Hopefully I will. As always, thank you so much for watching, and let's get right into this video. Okay, so this is going to be project number 1, and it's actually going to be a place to hang our keys. So you can hang it on the back with the little hook there with a nail. But what I'm going to do is first take out the hardware. And then this is beautiful. I was initially, when I got this from Dollar Tree, I was going to put it in my bathroom to hang towels or robes. And then I was like, you know what? No, I want to do something else with it. So I decided to paint it. So I am going to, you'll see here, I use that Crafter Square paint, and I do think that is really good paint, but I realized very quickly that it would take several coats, and I was very impatient. So I said, you know what, I'm going to use this other chalk paint I have, which, as you can see, one extreme to the next, it was so much more thick. But I did go ahead and use that. I let it dry, and then I said, you know what, I'll just sand it down. Once I did finish sanding it down, I was trying to do what I've seen other people do called dry brushing. I guess I did it incorrectly because that definitely did not come out like streaky with the way I thought it was going to look. So I was like, you know what, let me just wipe this off. It's going to slow me down to wait for it to dry. I don't want to get it. I wanted to move on to this part. So as you can see, I got these 2 little packs of letters. It's so funny because it's half the alphabet in one and half in the other. So you have to literally buy 2 packs if you need those letters, which I did for the word keys. Also from Dollar Tree. Everything's from Dollar Tree. And I also got these. These are peel and stick, and they're supposed to go on your wall. And I was initially going to use a smaller house, but then I realized, you know what? That larger house would take up more space here. And spoiler alert, in the end, there's still a little bit of like, I guess, negative space, they call it, or like a blank space where my son did give his 2, cents on it, his input. And he suggested I add something there. I didn't do it, but now I know for next time. The project was already finished at the point that he gave me the advice. But anyway, I went ahead and I sanded it down again. And as you can see, I actually sanded it so hard, I uncovered some of the original print on it. And you know what? I left it that way because I didn't mind. I like when things, at this point in my life, I like when things kind of look a little bit worn when I'm making them. I don't always like to buy things that way, but I do like that type of style. So I'm just using, I think that was just regular super glue from Dollar Tree, gluing it on. As you can see, I'm very messy with the glue, so I will have to end up sanding that down, which I started to do with the sanding block here. And then I realized very quickly, no, you're gonna need something a little bit more precise. So I just folded this piece of sandpaper up. I did not get all of the glue off. So if you do try this project, be careful with that because it does stick and it does show. And then I tried to do quote unquote stitching. I've seen other people do it. I don't know if it's because I used that marker, which was not the best marker. It was not like a true Sharpie, or it's not a paint pen or anything. It was just a regular Dollar Tree permanent marker. But I didn't like how the stitching came out. So then I just decided to fully outline each letter. But I do like the idea of stitching. So I said maybe I can do it on the border of the entire piece. And that's what I went ahead and did here. And here's the final look of it hanging on the wall. As you can see, there's a large blank space underneath the word keys to the left of the house. And that's where my son said, Mom, it looks like something could go there. And immediately I was like, you know what? I could have put an outline of a key or an actual key there, but that's something I can do in the future. Or I can still do that, later on if I choose. So here's project 2. This project, oh man, the idea was so great, but the execution, was not so great. So I believe it's called decoupage. I'll put the definition on the screen if I'm correct. If I'm not, I'll also let you guys know. But basically what I did was cut this napkin, and I wanted to Mod Podge it to this canvas, well, to both of these canvases. Now, I love to watch people craft. So when I've seen other people do things like this, they always pull the napkin apart. I did attempt to pull the napkin apart initially to make it the thin layer, because apparently most napkins are 2-ply, but I couldn't get it apart. So then all of a sudden when I start to put that Mod Podge on it, it starts to loosen it up, and then I was able to get it apart. So if you're struggling getting a napkin apart, maybe try a little Mod Podge, because then for some reason it helped me to pull it apart. So once I did get the two pieces separated, I put the Mod Podge on the back of this, and you see it becomes very, very fragile, and I did rip it a lot. I really did. For the future, I really know that I do need to take my time, be a little more gentle with this, because I did have a lot of mistakes. But I did Mod Podge on the back. Once it was down, I did add more Mod Podge on the front. And it looks so beautiful, but see, it's already ripping at the top there. It's ripped at the bottom. I didn't even notice yet, but I'm about to notice. And then, as I'm spreading it with my fingers, I see it. And then I have to end up pulling out that entire section. And it does cut the leaves off there. I kept going with it, but now I know for the future, I really have to be a lot more gentle. And then I did the same thing to the other side. To the other canvas. So here I start to try to wipe off some of the excess Mod Podge, and I literally rip the napkin, and then it smears and it leaves a green mark. I did my best to get it off. You can still see it, but it's fine. So I really wanted these to be a connected pair. So I wrote the word love going from one canvas to the other, as you can see here now. And then I just made sure to go over it a few times to make it nice and thick. And I love how they it bleeds into the other canvas. I think that is really cute. I probably could have put like the V and the E on the other canvas, but either way, everything's asymmetrical because they're two different sizes, so I thought it was fine. And then I went ahead and I took the white paint and I went over the entire thing. I was actually trying to do like a little design initially. It didn't work, so I just literally spread the paint over everything. This is the next day. Everything is dried now. And I'm going ahead and just sanding the edges. So any of that napkin that was over on the side, I'm just trying to get it off. And this is basically how it turned out. I like it. You can see my mistakes. You can see how thick the Mod Podge is. You can see how crumbly some of the napkin is. So I know for the future what to do. And so initially I had it propped up on the little stand. Then I put it against the wall. And really it's just a choice, of how it can be displayed. But there are different options. And I like it. Here it is with the other project I did, but that other project is coming up right now. Okay, so you just got a sneak peek of project number 3. So these two pieces, the oval pieces are from Walmart. I believe they were 99 cents. And then the little squiggly rounded edged pieces that don't match are from Dollar Tree. I could not find two of the same wood blanks with those shapes. So I said, you know what, to make it still look like a pair, I'll get the same background. And like I said, I got these from Walmart for 99 cents. So I just wood glued and a little bit of hot glued those down to the oval wood blanks that I got from Walmart. So I'm just, securing it here. Once it's, secure enough, I don't think I waited for it to fully dry. I started to give it a base coat paint. Now, I painted gray to kind of cover the oval part of it, but I didn't want to fully cover the piece on top. I just wanted it to look a little bit exposed, a little bit different. I did take some white and I went over that to give it, I guess, a little bit of a different shade or a different look. But I was just trying to be different, going with something different, and I do like it. Once it did dry, I did sand it down, and then I started to do the project that I wanted to do with these. So this cloth is also from Dollar Tree, this fabric, and I saw someone, and I cannot remember who I saw do this because I watch crafts all day long. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but in my free time I do love to watch people crafting. So they said if you snip the end of the fabric, you rip it through, you can get these strips and you can make fabric florals or like fabric flowers on different projects. So that's what I'm about to try here now. And I say try because it didn't come out exactly as the person who I saw do this, but it did come out pretty good. So basically I used clear thumbtacks as the center. If you have something different, you can use that. But I just wanted something, for my center, and that's what I had on hand. So I start with the fabric there with a bead of hot glue. Well, a lot of glue, to be honest. That was way too much, but it's fine. And I just went around and continued to add hot glue around and around until this became a spiral fabric circle, which will be what we're calling our flower. So I did it to this one, and you're going to see me do it to the other one as well. Okay, so once that's done, I'm going to use these rub-on transfers, also from Dollar Tree, to put in as just the leaf to the flower. So I just cut it down, put it on, and then, you just rub it down pretty good. Once it's rubbed down, you can peel off the plastic, and there you have your rub-on transfer. And I thought it came out pretty cute. And like I said, I'm going to repeat this process for the other wood blank. Now you'll notice with this one, I have it what kind of looks like it would be upside down, but I wanted them that way. I kind of wanted the juxtaposition. I wanted them to look a little bit different. I don't know why I'm into like asymmetrical things now, but that's how I preferred it to be. So here and now I am applying the Mod Podge just so that the rub-on transfer will not, peel up or come up. Just has a little bit of security. So once that dries, I go ahead and I just sand the edges because they were looking a little rough to me. And then once that's done, that is it. That is this project. It's just a home decor piece. You can put it on your wall. I actually found these little stands from Dollar Tree and I put it on those. And I really do love how that came out. I love how one has the tail down or the leaf up. And, the wood rounds from Walmart are a lot thinner than the one on top from Dollar Tree. But I do think they complement each other and they look really cute together. So this was this project. I really love how this turned out. And again, here are all 3 projects that we did today. A lot of fun. And I hope it really gets you to wanting to go crafting as well. Okay, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed these 3 projects. I really did want to try to do just little things that I had on my mind. As you can see, like a lot of them I guess from mind to actually physically trying it, there were a lot of errors, a lot of mistakes, but I can take from this, learn, and put it into my next project and my next craft with the learned knowledge. I'm hopefully to correct those errors. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you do like the video, please leave a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. It's absolutely free. But as always, I really just appreciate you tuning in and watching. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.